Welcome to my second video on brief overview of C Sharp. This is the second part of that video about introduction to object-oriented programming. Uh, this is not a full course on C Sharp, but a very brief overview so that if you are not familiar with C Sharp, you can get some understanding. Okay. Um, Object-oriented programming started probably in the 1960s, and that concept came into being because more or less what we see around us is mainly objects. So it is an idea to capture that so that people can visualize, or the programmers can visualize what is happening around in much better way. One concept so is that, say, if you take anything around, they can be sort of considered as an object. So I am taking the example of a car, or maybe take the example of an animal, and so we say here the object is car, and then object has properties. So we say they have the properties, probably you say number of wheels, say maybe number of seats, maybe engine size, so on and so on. And then also that object can have what we call methods. So methods mean, so the car, you can drive it. So okay, let me add one more here. Okay, engine size, and the maybe number of kilometers or miles it has gone. So what we notice is, so it can have so many methods, say drive it, say maybe sell it, and if you drive, the number of kilometers will change. So this is what we are going to replicate in object oriented programming, because that will make it easy to understand and easy to program. That is the idea behind object oriented programming. Before we start on object oriented program, I want to just to show you, yesterday we talked about moving them to separate files. So now when you created this way, it is in the same file, which is called the home controller. So if you like, you can create a separate file. Maybe we will, if you like, you can create a separate folder for these files. So maybe I will add in the models folder. You right click on the folder name and select add. So we are creating a new class. Maybe we'll say methods class. So just API or methods class, and now it has created the basic structure of the class. So, and Now we can copy this part. We'll cut, we'll put it to this one, paste. So we have created a class called method class. So this class has two methods. Actually, you can call this an object, because we can also have properties as well. Say, if you want, you can say, okay, um, we'll say, okay, just something like arbitrary number. Um, so this is a property of the method class, and there is two methods. So we'll see how we can access these methods. If you see here, now you can see this home controller, and the controllers folder has a red underline. That means there is something wrong with that. Okay, we'll see what is wrong. Okay, um, it is bringing an underline here and here. If you move the mouse here, it says the name compare doesn't exist in the current context, because it was looking for the compare method in the same file, but it can't find it now. So to declare that, so we need to say it is now in the methods class. So we'll see. So method class is in the what we call namespace dd website dot models. Okay, models is the name of the folder, and dd website is what we call namespace. Namespace is a way to separate out different programs, segments or programs and things like that. So you have more organized way. So if you want to refer to this method class, so method in this method class, so we need to refer to it with this dd website dot models. So okay, we'll go here and we'll see, we'll prefix it with dd website dot models dot. So we have the methods class here, and now we want to access the thing called compare. Okay, we'll see. So this is how we refer to a method in some other file, but still it has uh, not removed that red underline. So that means it is still saying um, it is not correct. Okay, if you read here, it says, okay, let me show you. So it says method class dot compare is inaccessible due to its protection level. So and also it gives a hint, show potential fixes. um, where are we? Okay, method class. So yep, it is here. Anybody outside or any method outside this one cannot accept, because it is mentioned it here as private. So private means it can be accessed inside this class only. So what we need to do is we need to chain that, so we'll see. Okay, that fix doesn't work, so it is trying to generate a new method. So instead of that, we'll go back and we'll make it public, and we'll see now. So summation, and also here this one. Okay, public, we'll copy that. So the thing before compare, now compare is okay, so we need to do the same thing for the summation method. So okay, now you see that underlining in red has vanished. Okay, now we see what happens, so whether our thing works. So see display, so it is working okay, so it shows the addition and it says it is large. Okay, getting to object oriented programming. Maybe we will remove this thing. Okay, um, uh, we will create a new object called accounts. Right click on the models folder, add new class. We'll say that is accounts. What I am going to represent is a bank account in a typical bank. So this is actually the uh, pattern for the accounts class. So this will create a pattern, and from that pattern we can create objects of account. So um, what are the properties, so what are the things accounts need to have? Okay, one thing is it should have a account number, so we'll say it should be, we'll say public, it should be an integer, that means the whole number, integer. We'll say account number, and then it should have maybe it should have the bell or something called balance, public. So it should be decimal value with zeros and things like that. Sorry, with a decimal point, public decimal balance, and maybe it should have a name, so we know what the account name. I am trying to make it as simple as possible. Account name should be string, that means sort of a text. String name, we just say simply name. Okay, now this is my account class, and we'll go into the home controller and we'll see whether we can create an, okay, we'll create an object of account. To create an object of account, we'll say public okay, it should be accounts my account. The way we initiate object or declare an object is this way. specify the type of object similar to what we do here, and then the name of that object. So and then we'll say new accounts. We just end it with just empty brackets. There are various other methods, but we are just doing this for the time being. And then we have created the new account object called my account. So we will see whether we can access the properties of that one. So we'll say my account dot account number. We can give it an account number. We'll say 20, and my account dot balance. We can say account balance is 10,000. Okay, maybe I don't have 10,000. Maybe we'll say 1,000. Okay, sorry, 1,000, and we'll see. So now we'll see whether we can see the account details now. Okay, so we don't want to do this one, so we'll remove this. We'll remove this part by commenting that. So we have commented out that part. So we'll see we see view back dot message. Also we don't need this part. We'll because we want to see it in the display thing, we will okay. So account number equals my account dot account number. Okay. In C Sharp you can add a text to a number. What it will do is it will just convert this account number into a string and or into text, and then display them together. Okay, and we will add the other details as well, plus account balance equals we'll leave a little bit of space. You can write those both on the same line, but to make it easily visible we put it to two different lines. Okay, now we'll see what happens when we see the display. Okay, you can see account number is 20 and the account balance is 1,000. Okay, we'll see. Because these values are not stored anywhere, so when we finish this program, my account balance will be lost. So if you want to store these things, you need to add that to the database. We will do that probably in a later video. We will see that how we do it in the car sales website we are going to develop later. Okay. um, and we can go ahead another step if you want. Yeah, we can say we can add something to the account. So okay, we will do it here. Yeah, okay. Account. So now we have created that account, so we can create um, we can also create methods in that. So we will create a um, method which we call um, deposit public um, decimal deposit. So decimal amount. So this method return okay. What we are going to do is when we run this method, which is part of the accounts method, it should add this amount to balance. So to add that one, so we will say this dot balance equals, we can use the shortened form which is plus equal, but maybe to make it much clear we say this dot balance equals plus in amount. So in simple terms, this will what this will do is it will add the amount added to the deposit to the existing balance and show bring the total balance up to the total, and it will return balance. That means this will generate the balance in the output of the method. Okay, we'll see how this works in action. Another thing is I have used the word this, that refers to the account I have created, or I am the account we are creating. It is not necessary in this one, but I just showed it. So in case we have some other variable called balance, so we can, by using this, we can eliminate that ambiguity. Okay, so we'll see how this is used in practice. So we have to use that method that is called deposit. So my account dot deposit. Okay, now we have to put, say we deposit 500. Okay, and um, okay, now we'll again okay, we'll use this one. We don't need this here. Viewback.addition, because the addition also go to the display view. We will use that one because we don't want to use this part. View addition equals my account dot balance. Even though I have used the word addition, this is just only this is not the addition. This is just a matter of using the view method to display the results. Okay. Because in the display method, this is the display method, we see only two messages. One is the addition method, another one is the view back dot message and the view back dot addition. Yeah, okay, now we'll see what happens. So this should display the account balance after the deposit. So when the account started, I should put this one upside down. It had a balance of $1,000, but after we added another 500, so it has become 1,500. So what I am going to display is objects can have properties. These are so-called properties. In this case, they are just variables, but also they can have methods. So account method can have a method called deposit and also can have a method called maybe withdrawal or so many other things. So maybe earn interest and things like that. Okay, thanks for watching my brief introduction to object oriented programming. We will come across so many facts of object oriented programming in the days to come. See you in the next video. Thanks again.